Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do an everyday makeup tutorial. First, we're starting with the Ben Nye Luxury Powder. We're going to apply this powder on top of our eyebrows to make sure that they are stiff and they do not move. This also helps with creating the eyebrow that you would like to have. Now what we're going to be doing is brushing our brows up and forward, just brushing them the way our eyebrows lay. I'm going in with my eyebrow pencil and I'm filling in the bottom arch to my eyebrow. I'm starting off with the arch and I end with the tail. Then I come back and I fill it in the front lightly. Stay light with your hands because you do not want it to be too dark. So guys, as you can see, I am still filling in my eyebrows. I am going in and doing eyebrow hair strokes with my eyebrow pencil, and I am going to brush that out when I am done, because when you brush it when you are done, you will get an ombre effect to your eyebrows and it will look more natural. This is easier when your eyebrows are arched, but the same method you can use even if they aren't. So I am currently going back in and I really fill my eyebrows in from back to front, which also gives it an ombre effect. Now I am doing the other side. I am still starting with the same method. I am going under the eyebrow where the arch is to the back of the brow. Then I will fill it in forwardly. When you do that, it will give you an ombre effect that looks natural and enhances your eyebrow. I also want to mention that when you use dark brown or brown eyebrow pencils, they look more natural than the black ones, and it doesn't give you such a hard effect to the eyebrow. This doesn't have to be in every eyebrow pencil or every name brand or brand. This is just something that I take note to. I used to do my eyebrows very dark, not on purpose, but I didn't know that black would make them super dark and super harsh. But soft brown and lighter browns make it easier on the eye. So I am going back and forth, just looking at my eyebrows to see if they are equal and if they resemble and if it has a mirror effect. Even though eyebrows are supposed to be sisters and not twins, I really like to have my eyebrows look perfect, or as perfect as I can make them. Really quick fun fact. In this video, I am 9 months pregnant carrying my son. Lord knows I was so ready to have him. But he is such a blessing and I'm grateful for him. Now we're going to get into carving out our brows. You want to start with 2 concealers and put that on a flat, tiny brush that is thin, and you can start by doing what I did, which is going under the arch. The same way I do my eyebrows when I fill them in is the same way that I carve them out when I am using the concealer. So please make sure that you start under the arch, then bring it to the end, and then bring it to the front. This will also give it an ombre effect under the eyebrows. At least that's how I do it. This is a makeup tutorial that I did for myself. I do have an updated one. This is just the one that I did back then. As you can see, I am done with the first brow, but I am going back in on the other side and I am going to try to make my eyebrows look exactly the same. I'm doing the same method, arch to the back and fill it in to the front. That is the perfect way to do brows, I believe, and I'm going to stick to it. I hope you guys take that and try it on yourselves. The next thing I will be doing is going in with a darker concealer under my brows. This is a different method that I don't often use, but I actually used it in this video and it worked out really well. So I might start using this again. Like I said, I do have a different makeup tutorial, so I will be adding that on here as well. I have a few of them. I do recommend this method and it came out perfectly, and I think I will start using this method more often. Now you're gonna go right on top of the brow, and you really want to start right where the arch is. Always start where the arch is. And I went out and I went to the front of the brow to fade it out. You can do that as well. But I did use the second concealer, the one that is closer to my skin tone, and that made it easier for me to blend when I was done. One lighter, one closer to your skin tone. I went back and I did the same thing on the... I'm super focused, guys. I really make like intense faces when I'm focusing. I'm not mean or anything, but I do look very mean. But I am satisfied with how it looks. So now I am going in with a fluffy small brush. This is the brush that I use to blend out the concealer. I also have a different method with this blending now, but this is a good method as well. I actually like the results, so I might start using the fluffy brush again because it really gives out a solid foundation for shadows or just like applying the makeup in general. It looks very crisp and I really like how that came out. Now I am blending it out at the top, and you can see how nice and blended it is. I'm not doing much at all, and it came out really well, and I really liked it. So I would suggest that you guys try this tip at home. I honestly don't have a specific way that I'm blending it out. I'm just going under the brow and I'm using soft but long strokes, soft and long and soft and short strokes as well. I went back in with my brush just to ombre it out, I guess. I didn't like how dark it was looking. But make sure you are going all the way down the end of the brow to blend it out. And when you're done, you want to make sure that you are blending it up. When you blend it up, it's easier for the foundation to literally just soak into your skin. And I blend in all the way to the bridge of my nose. When I do that, it's easier for me to apply my foundation without it looking patchy, like lighter here, lighter there. No, it gives a great looking foundation for the foundation that you're going to put on. So that's very important. I really feel like you should go into the bridge of your nose and blend everything out. Some people even blend out under the eye. I don't, but you could. Now I'm going in with some powder, some setting powder. I think I still use the Ben Nye setting powder because at this time that's the only powder that I had. And I actually like it. I'm looking at the results and it looked very nice. Just to set it. This look is supposed to be very easy, very natural. As you can see, all I'm doing is just patting it into my eyelids. I went back in and I wanted to blend somewhere right under the brow. I don't think I really liked how light it was looking, but the more I blend it, the more I love the results. It looks great. As you can see, I did a little happy dance. I was feeling it. Okay, I was happy, period, as I should be. And I just went back in with that brush that I used for the setting powder. Now I went in with the Ultimate Face from Paul Mitchell, and I just picked a darker brown color, which was just slightly darker than my natural eyelid color. And I just went in with the blending with the shadow brush, and I started to do long strokes and short strokes. As you can see in the corners, I did the short strokes and the long strokes were between both corners. I went back in with the Paul Mitchell Ultimate Face, and I picked a golden color just to tap into my eyelid. And I'm just making sure that it's right above the lid. Nothing too much, but just right. I want it to still have a little bit of pop on this natural makeup, but nothing too much. Now I am applying my lashes. By the way, these are my lashes. Shop with me. I am picking a foundation. I was really irritated because the two foundations that I picked that would match my skin tone didn't work. So I went in with a different foundation and I'm just applying it all over my face. You do not have to apply your foundation like this. This is just how I did it. And now I'm just patting it in with the foundation brush. And it's starting to look really nice. I'm really happy with how it came out. Very natural. As you can see, when I'm blending it in into my brows, you cannot see that I really had a lot of concealer up there. So that was perfect. I love the way it blended into my skin and it looked really good. Now I'm applying the concealer that was closer to my skin tone first, as you can see. I applied some to my nose as well as my chin. You guys, I'm always doing a little contour. Like, yes, it's supposed to be everyday makeup and very natural, but like I have to have a little bit of contour, like especially here. My nose was so wide, guys. So I'm going in with a darker concealer actually for my contour. It's not too dark, but it was dark enough where you can see the contour. and the highlight. So now I'm going in with a mini face sponge, and I just tapped it in under my eyes, in my chin, on my nose, and now I'm just pressing in that contour on both sides with my contour brush. And I went back in and I just blended everything out with a brush because I like to have a very flawless look. I make ugly faces. Now I'm going in with a lighter concealer, which was the lightest one that I used on my eyebrows first. And I'm actually just tapping that in with the small beauty blender, just to give a little bit of brightness under the eye. I love a little bit of brightness under the eye. Now I'm contouring my nose with a small angled brush, and I'm just going in on both sides on the bridge of my nose. Honestly guys, I don't like how I contoured my nose in this video, so I will definitely be updating you guys on a new way to contour. Guys, with my setting brush, I'm going in and I'm just applying the powder under my contoured cheeks on both sides, and I did tap some in under the eye up to my cheekbones, and I blended it out as well under the contoured cheeks. I do not contour my cheeks like that anymore either, so I have really updated my look. But those are still good tips. If you're a new beginner, you would like to learn how to do basic everyday makeup, those tips were great tips. So if it works for you, do it. It worked for me in this video. Now I'm going in with some blush, Ultimate Face Blush from Paul Mitchell. And it's really not that pigmented. It looks more like a highlighter to me. But I definitely used it. I liked it. I liked how natural it looked. So I applied some on my nose as well. I always do. I got that from Doja Cat. Now I am applying the liner around my lips. To line them, I love to like overline my lips to give that bigger effect. I really liked it right here, and I was really upset because I went in with this lipstick thinking that it would be cute. Like, it looked cute here as well, but when I added the gloss, I didn't like it as much, but it was still pretty. And that is the final look. Very natural, very everyday. A little bit of glam to it, but not really. And I'm just adding a little highlighter at the top of my nose, at the bridge of it, and right at the bottom, right on the tip. I also added a little bit of highlighter right under the brow, as you can see with the light. Ooh, yes, honey. It's giving. So that is all that I have for this video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Period.